Welcome back, y'all. It's Guarantee Unique back with this Wednesday live stream of the Coach Corey Wayne Reddit forum live help hotline. 39 time reader. I'm just here to help people out. So let's see who we can help tonight or today. Share screen. Boom. All right, let's get to it. Let's see what kind of flim flam going on tonight. That's kind of a goofy question. All right. This is by maintenance designer. Lost in interest or am I being delusional? Oh boy. Recently, they hired a new cashier at the store. I stopped by before work and we hit things off good. I've seen her a few times, and when she's checking out other customers, she's casual and simply does her job. But when she sees me, she'll smile and wave, compliment my appearance, banter, and show me things about her nails, hair, drinks we like, etc. And mention she works at her second job pretty much every day, and I should stop by. Are you waiting for like a blinky sign on her head to say "Come fuck me, big boy"? That's pretty obvious, dog. I work swing shifts, and I didn't want to keep stopping by there multiple times until I saw her again. So I gave her a piece of paper with my name and number on it, since there was a line of people behind me. Okay, that's smooth. That's a smooth way to do it, and also puts the ball in her court. So I can see why you do it that way. Socially calibrated, it's fair. I know it's not what the book says to do, but how long would it be too long to see if she reaches out? It's out of your control. Um, the fact of the matter is, like, the book would say to frankly just ask for her name and number, but I get why you did what you did. It's socially calibrated and probably the best thing to do in a scenario with a line behind you. But you also give up all sense of control once you basically give her your number. Like all the things she could have been doing and saying all that shit, she could have just been being nice. Could she have liked you? Possible, plausible. But she could have also just been being nice. And you might be reading into it and projecting your interest on her. Fair. So to answer your question, uh, if she hasn't hit you up in like a week, that shit probably cooked and she's not interested. She was just being nice. So that's what I would say. But that's just my personal opinion on this one because Corey doesn't have a thing like this in the book. She does work two jobs. She also works with my ex best friend, so I don't know if I could play some roles with. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, all that shit don't matter. Only thing that matters is she was probably just being nice, and the only way to tell if she actually likes you or she was just being nice is if she hits you up within a week. This was some 2 days ago, so what's today's Wednesday, so you did this on Monday. If she don't hit you up by next Monday, she was just being nice. This is really simple. Women vote with their feet. Interest is non-negotiable. It's either yes or everything else is a no. If she says maybe or she says, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. I'll definitely reach out to you," and you don't hear from her, women vote with their feet. If she makes it easier to be with you, then she likes you. If she makes it hard to be with you, she doesn't like you. So if she hasn't reached out, granted she could be busy. I'm not denying that. Life is life, you know. People got shit to do. She got two jobs, whatever the fuck. But the bottom line is keep the main thing the main thing. If you don't hear from this girl in a week, well, you ain't got no way to hit her up because you gave her your number, but she has a way to hit you up. If you don't hear from her in a week, that shit cooked, dog. Move on. So that's yeah, that's what I'd say. About a week. It's by T. Hold on. Is all the fucking messages? Refresh this shit. This is by TNBTT. Time to ditch. Hi guys, just following up my last post where I mentioned this girl briefly. I ended up disclosing. Long post ahead. Backstory: me and this girl from my work have continued to work, had a continued work crush where she has done 100% of the pursuing. I was never really into her as I thought she needed too much validation from other guys and was just using me as every time her and her ex were on the rocks, she would start texting me and hinting at getting together. Oh, yeah, she sounds like a really great person for a long term relationship. Super ethical, super honest. Sarcasm, dog. Last year, we ended up going out a couple times, but she started flaking as I was leaving the country in 6 months for 6 months soon. A few weeks later, after she was posting him again. Yeah, this chick a floozy, bruh. She for the streets. She out here warming you up while she's still, you know, gallivanting and fucking around with her ex. She probably wasn't even all the way done with him, but she was keeping you on the back burner because she needed side dick prepared and ready to go. Um, you know, let's see. Once I returned home in February, she found out and somehow started texting me where I would be friendly but wouldn't talk long. Okay, so kept it short. She asked me at least once a month if I was seeing or talking to someone. Yeah, this girl sounds young, immature, and definitely like, just liking the attention. I'm willing to bet she ain't got a relationship with her dad. But what do I know? Um, when she would say she isn't, I pushed her off a few months and finally gave in where we hung out and made out. Fast forward a few weeks, we're we're working almost every day together and had the odd date. And she had asked me to be exclusive. I had a weird gut feeling that her and her ex were involved though. Probably were. If she was basically hitting you up while they were still on the rocks, what the fuck you think she gonna do to you and y'all not even a couple? Hell, even if y'all were a couple, I wouldn't trust this chick. Not that you should make her a couple. Not that you should be in a couple with her, because look at her behavior, bro. This is not somebody that would be indicative of being an ethical, monogamous relationship girl. This is like short-term booty call, friend with benefits, casual hookup, fling type shit, like summer fun. We outside. Let's just fuck occasionally type girl. She ain't relationship material, dog. She for the streets. She belongs to the streets, as Coach Corey would say in future. Where we at? She said that told me. All right. One night she logged into her Snapchat on my phone, and after I dropped her off, I took a look. I know this is bad, but I had to go with my gut. Okay. Of course, ever since February when her and her ex broke up, they've been talking every day and going on dates. I confronted her the next day where she had said they weren't dating and that she's sorry about lying. You see what I mean? She just got caught. She's not sorry. She's sorry she got caught. This chick is not loyal. She got no ethics, clearly no dad. She said that if she had told me the truth, she thought I wouldn't have wanted to start seeing her. She's right. That's called coercion, my brother. Withholding information because she expects you to react a certain way, that's lying by omission. That is the textbook definition of coercion. The word of the day is coercion, friends. This bitch is rampant with it. I basically said that I can't date someone that I don't trust. Facts. But if she wants to continue hooking up, going to be working, since we're going to be working every day, that's fine. Okay. Were you actually fucking? Because you just said you made out. That ain't hooking up. That's kissing, dog. Anyway, next few weeks were lots of fun. When she was pursuing me heavily and asking me when she can see me next while I was still on a date with her, over that time, she told me that she cut her ex off. Sure. And I got a bridge to sell you in fucking Saskatchewan. That she loved me. Sure. Cap. And she introduced me to her parents. Oh, they were both present? Okay. Who had somehow known everything about me. I had a weird feeling again, though. Yeah, that's just classic love bombing, dog. That's what's going on there. As they followed each other back, I asked her about it calmly. She gaslit me into thinking that checking who she follows and to see her phone was a breach of privacy. Fair, yeah, but look at her track record. She's a lying slut. Sorry, slut's a little harsh. Whore. I told her that because of what's happened in the past and where this seems to be going, she had been hinting at becoming official at this point. I just needed more than words to be able to trust her at this point. Facts. I'm on your side, brother. Keep going. What else? She ended up showing me her phone. The sad part though, it is unfortunate you even got to go through this. Like, you knew your gut started in the beginning. You got the rumbly tumblies and the spidey senses that showed you in the beginning. This chick for the streets. You know this ain't relationship material. So of course you're gonna be overly like fucking curious because you never trusted her from the get-go. This is where you wrong. So I'm gonna hold you accountable on that. You fucked up by even taking this bitch serious. Like, why we need to go through all this? This is not easy to get along with. It's annoying. You deserve better, bro. Come on. Showing me her phone after going to the bathroom with it. Yeah, because she had to delete some shit. There was nothing there. Oh, shocker. Yeah, she probably had cleared everything out. A few days later, she ended things between us, saying that she can't have her boundaries crossed. Okay, sure. Well, I just let her walk. Good. She can go. The next day, she regretted it, missed me, missed me, and she doesn't want to break up. She just needs a couple days. Yeah, sure. Over the next couple of weeks, she texts me every day, and when I don't respond enough, she asks how I'm mad at her and tells me that she missed me. This chick is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She's drunk. Called me, called me a couple times. Called okay. She drunk called me and texted me a couple times saying she loves me, wants to see me again. Yet the past 2 times I tried to set concrete dates. She flaked with weak excuses, family wings, too tired. Um, while she secretly went out with friends. This bitch is a liar habitually, bro. Last night she was out with her friends and she invited me over for Thursday, but significantly cooler today when sober. This bitch is bro. This is a waste of your time. Should I keep this going? No. Or is it time to call it quits? It's been done. This bitch is trash and not good for you. I know she's not a great person. So why are you dealing with her to have a great relationship with? Facts, you know this. But I'd really like to have her as my friend with benefits. I mean, did you even fuck? Did you? If you did and you just want to keep her around a crack, sure. But like, brother, is it really worth it? Is the pussy that good, bro? There's plenty of other girls out here, man. Like this toxic ass. Because you gotta understand something. Let me finish. Okay. She's being super hot and cold with me though, and it's hard to even get that going. Oh my god, this is a fucking headache. So it seems I can't really win the situation. You can by leaving it alone. I've cut back on texting significantly throughout the whole relationship. She has reached out 100% of the time. What do you guys think, bro? This shit is cooked. Like Thanksgiving turkey, overbaked, cooked. Leave her the fuck alone. There's no redeeming qualities to this chick. You want to keep her around as consistent casual pussy because you're not man enough, frankly, to go back outside and hunt for new bitches. Bro, get on dating apps, go date other girls, go get some hobbies, be around other people. This chick is useless for you. So you already know she's not good for a long-term relationship. Is she doing all this gaslight manipulation bullshit? Bro, that's just the emotional damage. If you keep fucking around, the reality situation is that you will find out. God forbid this bitch come home with a disease. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't trust her. There's no trust here ever. There never was trust. It started in cheating. So it's like Corey would eviscerate your ass for this because you deal with a chick like this. If you want to keep her around the fuck, it's your life. You can do what you want. Like at the end of the day, my body clean. But if you want to go ahead and risk the biscuit for some mediocre puss, at least wear a condom, brother, because this is dangerous business. You go fuck around, get some nasty work, and then she gonna end up giving you the gift to keep on giving, and you cook for everybody. So if you want to do that, brother, by all means, live your truth, King. But I think it's fucking retarded, and I think you deserve better. So that's what I think. I think you could do better. Cut this bitch off. She doesn't cut herself off. The book worked the way it needed to. Excommunicado. Move the fuck on, dog. Like, nah, man. You deserve better, bro. Stop it. You stop it right now, man. Don't just leave her the fuck alone, dog. Because ain't nothing good gonna come for this. If you fuck around and get it like an STD, then what? You can come back on here crashing out. This could be fixable, bro. But you got to participate in your own rescue by getting this bitch out your life. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, man. Don't just ditch the fuck out of her. You came in asking the question, knowing the answer, bro. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. This is by whatever the fuck B. Once a cheater, always a cheater. There's something I've been thinking about lately. Corey is a huge believer in saying once a cheater, always a cheater. And people don't change who they are to become a better version of it. And I grew up believing the same thing. My parents always said if someone cheats, they'll eventually do it again. I still think someone's past matters, but I've also I've also seen enough real life examples to make me wonder if, in some cases, cheating can really be a one off mistake or something that can happen during a messy stage of someone's life is not a true representation of who they are. For example, my parents divorced when I was 18. Neither of them cheated. They split up for other reasons. My dad has always been the type of guy to do the right thing. He works hard, responsible, and I've always considered him a decent person. After the divorce, he dated another woman for a couple years. Then he started a new job and met a woman he's still with to this day. At that time, he was married with a 6-year-old child. She ended up leaving her husband for my dad, and my dad left to grow up for her. It's something I never imagined my father doing. If you believe once a cheater, always a cheater, then they'll cheat on you. You'd expect the relationship to eventually implode. Instead, it's been almost 10 years. They bought a house together, travel all the time, they thrive in. Seeing this has definitely made me question once a cheater, always a cheater, or is it too black and white? I also had friends and acquaintances who cheated or had a reputation of being wild in their early 20s when they were figuring it all out, eventually settled down and have been solid long-term relationships for years. Then it, then there was this girl I dated a few years ago. Honestly, checked every box for me. Smart, extremely attractive, great family, good career, fun to be around. She was a 10 in my book. First time I asked her out, she was kind of wishy-washy, so I told her, if you change your mind, you have my number. About a month later, she reached out and asked out for drinks. The date went well. She seemed genuinely interested, was flirting the whole night, but we didn't hook up. About a week later, she followed my business Instagram and I followed her back. I noticed she had a boyfriend posted. Right there, I was done. First, I never would have gone on a date if I'd known she had a boyfriend. Second, my mindset was, if she do that to him, she'd eventually do that to me. Facts. So I never reached out again. Don't blame you. A couple months later, they broke up, and about 9 months after that, she reached out to me again. I figured, why not? We went on a few times, and the first day she told me she was looking for something serious. She was looking for something serious, but I couldn't get past what I already knew. In the back of my head, I kept thinking, I know how you treated your last boyfriend. Looking back, I was probably colder than I normally would have been because I already judged her based on that one situation. She even said to me at one point, "You definitely thought I was a hoe." Maybe a projection on her part, possibly. Things eventually fizzled out, and today she's been in what looks like a really solid relationship for about 3 years. Every now and then, I wonder if I was too harsh. Was I judging her based on a bad decision? Maybe it's really a one-off thing. Quite frankly, from the outside, they seem to have the kind of relationship I'm looking for. Yeah, on the outside, but you don't know, bro. You don't know the specifics. I still think her past behavior is one of the best predictors of future behavior. True, past events dictate future trends, but I also believe people can grow up. True, but Corey's more right on this one, where people become better versions of the thing, not necessarily not the thing anymore. I mean, it's possible that these people can rehabilitate and not do shit anymore, and maybe they did for different reasons. Like, it is possible, but it's not probable. You feel me? It's a difference. Um, but I also think people can grow up. See, just like I said, sometimes they're very different in their 30s where they were at 25 and 26. Or they generally find someone they like and connect better and go for it and never do it again. That's true too. Yeah, people sometimes they just grow up. Um, Also, on another note, Corey really harps on a girl coming from a good family, which logically makes sense to me. But also, but throughout makes sense to me also. But throughout my life and dating experience, I feel like it tends to lean more the opposite. Some of the most vile, entitled, sneaky women I've encountered have come from what me and my friends would consider good families, and some of the most loyal women I've encountered come from Corey's who would consider broken homes. I tend to think these women are a little more appreciative when they find somebody good, as opposed to the women who tend to think quality people just grow on trees. In your experience, but I would argue in general, yeah, like if so, it's really not about the broken home. It's the girl's relationship with her dad specifically. Like, I'm at the point now in my life where if a girl don't got a good relationship with her pops, I'm not even gonna take her out on a date. Real shit. Because like the old me would have been like, I'm glad you don't got one because I could probably crack on the first night. But it's like I don't have so much pussy. I'm not saying this to brag. It's like I've had so much. Eventually, it all feels the same. You want quality. It just becomes like another fish hole. Like, bro, they're all the same. So it's like you want somebody that got some good characteristics. Now, will I be missing out on people by just basically projecting this heuristic? And a heuristic is a thing where like it's like an unwritten rule that you personally have based on your own life experiences. Mine is if she ain't got a relationship with her dad, she probably there's probably something there that would make her not ideal for me. That's my heuristic. So the idea of somebody, not having a relationship, you know, it- our experiences could be different, but it really does depend. So I get where you're coming from too, but in general, I'm biased, obviously, but I think if the girl has a better relationship with her dad, it's going to improve your likelihood of finding somebody normal. And I do mean good, not like she was only raised with her dad and now she's masculine as hell. Like there's a fine line, you know. So I respect your experience. I get where you're coming from, but that's where I'm coming from when I say that. And I think that's where Corey's coming from too. He's like in general. He's talking in generals. Curious about what you guys think. There's something I've been wrestling with lately. Yeah, man. That's the direct answer to the question. Is that uh, in general, you want her to have the best relationship with her pops, ideally a healthy family. And in your experience, you clearly have seen different things, but that's not necessarily indicative. Like correlation doesn't equal causation. Just because she has a good family doesn't mean she's going to be great. It could have been those particular girls were just shitty people and came from good families anyway. Like, those are very niche situations. But at scale, if you rank 100 girls that come from normal homes, I'm willing to bet a majority of them would be more on a normal side than 100 broken home girls being on the normal side. I would argue that. I don't have any data, but if we line them up 1 to 1, what you think, bro? I would lean more towards what Corey says personally, which is why he says to kind of avoid those girls. Now, to your initial point, you said you talking about can people change, and because you saw the stuff what your dad did, this, that, and the third. Ideally, it depends on the individual. People cheat for different reasons. If you want to get real red pill with it, like they talk about, like women cheat when they cheat is worse because it's like emotional, and men can just cheat because it's physical. There's some validity to that, but women are emotional, so they get hurt regardless. Like they don't see it that way. My personal opinion on this is I think it's just a matter of people not willing to be honest and giving people the opportunity to choose. And that's really where the selfishness comes in. There's so many dynamics out here for relationships, bro. Like people out here doing poly and open relationships and hot wifing and or just on some cuckold shit. Or they, maybe they just get a bull to come in and handle business and he just sit in the corner. Whatever. There's so many dynamics. I don't judge anybody for what they like or any kind of kink. Live your truth. But if you're looking for like a monogamous relationship, somebody that has a past in cheating, I'm not saying they're all bad and they're all gonna be cheaters in the future. But if you're just looking at a scenario to improve your chances to really get a quality person, like why would you have that factor in there? Do you feel what I'm saying? Like just base it on your share experiences, just yours. You dealt with a girl who was on some shaky, weird shit, and then when y'all eventually became a thing, she was still on some shaky, weird shit, and she was hot and cold, and eventually it just kind of fizzled out. Like that only really happens in this scenario because it was shaky and weird from the get go. This don't happen with normal girls who come from good families who don't cheat, or that you just meet them under context and pretenses of cheating. You feel what I'm saying? So can people change? Sure. It is possible, but it's not probable. So hope that answers your question. Yeah, I kind of drug this one out, but yours is nuanced and you gave a lot of detail. So I just wanted to give a lot of detail too. That's my personal take. And but Corey is going to lean more towards what you said in the beginning, which once a cheater, always a cheater. And people don't change who they are, they become a better version of it. Is that always the case? Your life experience has proved that is not, but he's talking in generals, you're talking in specifics. You feel what I'm saying? So it just depends on your personal goal and what you're willing to deal with. So if you want a long-term relationship, it's better to skew away from that, bro, away from the cheaters. So that's my answer. Corey Wayne student, why is normal advice from people to chase in dating? Was texting a beautiful woman. She was asking questions unlike a lot of women. We had a good back and forth, but not excessive, just building rapport. Anyway, I asked her free schedule and she said she's getting working hours that night. She'll let me know. This was after our brief exchange, as Corey says to making dates. Okay, well, I'm going to stop you right there. Anything that's not a yes is a no. All this, I gotta check my schedule and she bullshit. No, excuse me. I have to check my schedule and see bullshit is a no. Anything that's not a yes is a no. If she's like, oh, let me double check my schedule. Oh, let me get back to you. Oh, I'll definitely get back to you. I just gotta see. Oh, school is crazy. I'm just so busy. Anything that's not a yes is a no. Period, bro. You can even get the bitch's number. If it's not an immediate yes, it's a no. I'm telling you to make it that black and white because it'll save you so much time. And Corey says this: if you have a hard time reading her interest, it means it's low. Chicks, listen, brother. You think she would say some shit like that to Chris Brown or Justin Bieber or Drake? She would know her schedule in advance. Why? Because she clear it the fuck out. She don't clear it out for you because you a regular dude. You Corey Wayne student, Reddit user, bro. You ain't Drake. I ain't Drake. So I see it too. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Because like literally like a week ago, I ran into bitches be on this foolishness. Like I hit them up. I met them at work. I meet her in person. And I don't talk to girls at work. I just started doing that. But I saw her. I was like, whoop de whoop. Listen, I thought I don't do this. We're at the workplace, but and this might come off inappropriate. I'm just being honest, but I just thought you seemed really interesting. I just wanted to meet you. So we chopping it up. She's like, yeah, just talk to me in the India, like the work chat, which is weird. I'm like, she's literally right in front of me. I can just get her number in person. But I was like, okay, fine. Because I'm standoffish about the whole thing because it's at work. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right. So I hit her up, send her a direct message. Hey, her name was D. Hey, D. I definitely like to take you out. If you're interested, when are you free to get together? And then I don't typically double text, but because everything's tracked on this inner like work chat thing, I just like went ahead and wrapped it up because like I told you, I don't talk to chicks at work. So let me just go ahead and maybe she doesn't want to follow up here. She'd rather reach out to me directly. So I said, just in case you prefer to speak like, offline, here's my number. Hit me up. She hits me back up like, oh yeah, I'll definitely reach out to you and let you know. Things are just kind of busy, but I'll let you know. I ain't heard from that bitch in 6 days, bro. Why? Because if it's not a fucking yes, it's a no, my G. That's just one experience I'm telling you about. I ain't telling you about the countless other ones I've been on, brother. If it's not a fucking yes, it's a no. Period. So I replied saying sounds good. 4 days passed, nothing. Yeah, because she's a no. So do I do nothing? I figured she would reach out, or if she wants, she'll keep talking. Yeah, talk to these women, brother. That's it. We're out here dealing with women that are enthusiastic about us. And Corey says this specifically. He says in the video, seven principles to setting definite dates. Hold on. I recommend you watch that one because I've seen that shit at least 72 times. 7 principles to set definite dates. One of the things he says is like, too many guys spend their time trying to make dates with unenthusiastic women who are low interest. Why waste your time? Why waste your money on these hoes that really ain't even, they could give 2 fucks about getting to know you, bruh. They don't care. Why? Because they didn't care from the jump. So you look like a dummy by putting your interest into somebody who has no interest. Have some self-worth. You feel me? If it's not a yes, it's a no. If you take nothing away from this shit, if it's not a yes, it's a no. My friend asked me, have I met a girl since getting her number? And I explained above. His first response is to tell me to reach out to her because he had 97% nigga. These dudes don't know what they talk about. He not in the forums. He not learning shit. He 97%er. That was you at one point, bro. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Does he got a bad bitch? He then gets his girlfriend of ours, another friend's girlfriend, to ask her opinion. Oh, great. Ask a woman's opinion on how to talk to women. She definitely don't know what the fuck she talking about. Why is this the go-to response for the average person? Because they simps. They don't know any better. It's not how to be a 97% man like these other basic niggas. It's how to be a 3% man. It's the motherfuckers that work on ourselves, that actually learn how to like not be fuckheads, bro. Like, this dude's a burger, dog. He doesn't know what he's talking about. His girl, she's a burger. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about, okay? Hear it from me, 39-time reader who takes the L's and smell like fire, smell like smoke because I've been through fire, my G. Keep following the book. Keep doing what you're doing. This bitch is cooked. Leave her alone. Just go ahead and meet and date other women. And if she does happen to hit you up for some reason, she won't. But if she does, make a date, set it up, go out, do what you got to do. It's not going to happen, but That's it. I'm not even gonna say but. It's not. But yeah, bro, move on. Okay? And keep reading the book. Keep reading the book. But that's why they do it, because they don't know. They're fucking the blind leading the blind out here, dog. Um fuck. I think uh, let me do one more. Let me do one more. This is Curious Shop 3305. Should I speak up now or remain silent forever? I've stayed close in contact with my ex of 10 years. Under the category of friendship with warmth and affection, we've maintained a presence in each other's lives throughout all this time. She's part of my circle of friends, and even though she's been living abroad for 8 years, we always talk and see each other when I visit my hometown. The last time we met, she opened up about many things in her life, including her frustrating current relationship and boyfriend with whom she's torn, breaking up and having a child. Yikes. She might be cooked. The next day, I sent her a message saying it was really nice to have talked about everything, that she can really count on me if she needs help. That I love her. Well, I guess she was your ex from 10 years ago. Been there. For the first time, took her 2 days to reply. Okay. We last saw each other at a friend's birthday party where we avoided each other but joked around, flirted, and she held my hand a few seconds before walking away and staying silent. She's been keeping her distance, which is unprecedented. So I lied to protect myself, but I can't stop thinking about her. That's limerence, dog. It's just you. It's not her. It's all the shit you had in the past that's coming back up, and you're just confused about the fact that I loved her. See, all these years, and I can't, and that not having her in my life makes me feel incredibly sad. No, it just makes you feel incredibly sad because you don't have any other options. At the at the same time, I don't want to interfere with a current relationship and cause even more confusion. I'm thinking about suggesting we talk on the phone and lay everything out on the table. No, because this ain't a fucking romance movie. You're gonna leave her alone. If she got a relationship, leave it alone. I don't even know why y'all talking anyway, bro. What do you guys think? That's what I think. Like you doing some like back channel bullshit. Like y'all shouldn't even be friends. If she got a man, based on what you said here, it seems like she has a current relationship. Then your heart's in the right place. That's the one thing. That's the underlying truth that you know. I don't want to interfere with her current relationship and cause her even more confusion. If you love her as much as you say you do, Corey says this: you must love her such a way that the person feels they can come and go as they please. If you love her as much as you say you do, it's unconditional. Then you want her to go be happy, with or without you in her life. Do her the favor, do her the solid. If you love her as much as you say you do, bro, leave her the fuck alone. Leave her the fuck alone, because it's not helpful. I know y'all had this little interaction. Great. It bubbled up some butterflies. Fine. All fine and dandy. That's limerence and you getting hooked on the what if and the possibility of what happened in the past. Chalk it up to the game and leave her alone, bro. Move on. Move on. Go date other girls. Girls that are, not in fucking relationships. Go build something else. It's over, bro. Okay? Move on. Read the book. Go do something healthy with other people. And frankly, I don't even think y'all should be friends anymore, because how fair is that going to be? You got to look at your attention span as like a battery, okay? You're like an emotional battery. If she's getting 20 to 30% of your emotional battery and intention, and I'm like underrating it because you still love the girl, 20 to 30%, you can give 80% has to go to like other people you're actually trying to date. You see what I'm saying? That's still a big percentage relative, but that's a bit unfair to those girls, don't you think? Because if they're actually nice and they actually like you and you actually rock with them, don't you think they deserve to get a fair shake? In fact, let me ask you this. How would you feel if they was in touch with their exes that they still loved? Would you want their 80% or would you want them to be giving you a fair shake? You see what I'm saying? Leave it alone, bro. Because the next girl that you actually click with and like and grow to love again, she deserves the best version of you and your full attention. Not this shit. This is messy and it's only going to hinder your future. Okay. I say this with such conviction because I've been here. 2 relationships ago, I broke up with the girl. I still love her. The girl of my dreams, bro. Loved her to death. To this day, still love her. I still got love for her. Still in love with her. But one of the final things we said on our final out conversation, because we were like, maybe we could work it out. Like we could be friends, right? No, we can't because we're still physically attracted to each other. We're never gonna stop, and we still have love for each other. But we knew that like, okay, so this we could be fully. The best thing to do is bring this to complete closure and move on, so we can give the best versions of ourselves to our new people eventually, because that's unfair to them, and we both mutually understood and respected that. The reason we broke up was for reasons out of control. It was like some health issues on her end that would have made it impossible to have kids and shit. So I was with her for 3 years, where I was so deeply in love with her. I still love her. Best girlfriend ever. But things had to end and I had to move on. And I had another girlfriend since then and have talked and dated and grown so much. And she has grown so much on her end. We still follow each other on Instagram. We don't contact each other at all, but it's just like our little way of showing each other that we're like rooting for the other one because we do want each other to succeed in life. You can love from a distance, bro. It's about, and I'm pointing to my chest right now. If you really love her, just know that y'all love each other in here, in your chest, in your heart. You feel me? And that's okay. That's all it needs to stay at between you and her, and know that y'all connect in there. But the people you need to be with or want to be with, they deserve to fool you. So I say my parable to tell you, bro, bring it to a close and move on. And whatever that means, like you might have to just straight up disconnect on every social media platform or whatever. Do what you got to do. But yeah, bro, wrap it up, okay? Move on because you deserve better. And the girl that you ultimately going to be with, your dream girl, the one that we started this 3% journey for, she deserves to fool you, man. Okay? So that's it for tonight. That wraps it up. Don't forget to like and sub. Comment if you want to. And yeah, man. I'll be back with y'all next time, fellas. Guarantee unique